What inspired you to be a nurse advocate that is kind of crusading for the cause of nurses who are facing litigation specifically?
They are not extended their constitutional right of due process.
Yeah.
Let that sink in, folks, because that's real. And when I was within an agency, that became evident real quick. And I had already been practicing for 15 years. When you've been a nurse for 5 years, under 5 years, you can't look up. You can't. You're drowning in medical terminology still, process, workflow. You are not an expert, and it doesn't matter what industry that you are in. So I was 15 years in when it becomes, evident to me within a short period of time that nurses were not being extended due process when they're under investigation. So what does that mean, and what does that look like? Because that's real broad. You get sent a letter from a board of nursing about a case or an incident that was 2 years ago, and you're asked to respond in 30 days with nothing else. Just here's 2 initials and some numbers on a date 2 years ago, or a year ago, 6 months ago. Do you remember what you had 3 days ago for lunch? But you see what I mean? That's not fair nor just. And that became really evident to me when I was within agency. That became apparent, but it became very much more apparent when I left the agency and then I crossed over. So second crossover to legal nursing was an expert in civil litigation. So I can't remember if it was a cath lab case or an ICU case. And I'm like, wait a second. If someone's involved in civil litigation as a nurse, they're going to get full due process. There's going to be even an expert involved. Me, who's going to opine or give their opinion whether there was deviations in the standard of care. More often than not, folks, that's not going to happen in older nursing case. Good luck. And I've seen that across the United States. So if that's not a profound lack of what is due process, I don't know what it would be. And nurses do not understand that the board is not your friend. Their mission is to protect the public. So that really changed my life. That was my aha moment.